This is going to be a quick assembly guide for our PBM-25 Airsoft landmine. If you're unfamiliar with the PBM-25, it's our very first Airsoft landmine, and you can find the overview/showcase video in the description. In terms of the hardware, you'll need 7 M3x14mm bolts, 2 cut-down sections from a standard AEG spring. You could use any strength that you want, but regular M110 or M100 should work fine. Both of these sections need to be 15mm in length. And finally, you'll need a regular safety pin. This one is just a regular cotter pin with a keychain loop, and it measures 30mm long and 3mm in diameter. So the first step in the actual assembly is to install the magazine catch. Place the magazine catch into the opening in the main body. And then place one of the spring sections right in between the two parts. Also, make sure that it's fully seated at the bottom and press it down to make sure that it fits. Once we've got the magazine catch in, we'll need to put on the stabilizing plate. Place it in facing down and in this orientation. And then screw 2 of the M3x14mm bolts into the 2 screw holes. After we've done that, we'll need to screw in 4 of the bolts into the 4 rod stabilizers. And make sure that you screw them into the opening and not from the bottom. So once you've screwed in the bolts for each rod stabilizer, you want to sand down each one of them so that they're as smooth as possible. You also want to sand on the inside of each one of the 4 holes in the main body. To check if it's smooth enough, you can place the 4 rod stabilizers into the holes and test if they slide easily. After we've sanded everything and made sure that it's smooth, we'll install the top pressure plate. But before doing so, we'll install the last screw into the top of the pressure plate. You also want to sand down all 4 of the linear rods to make sure that they move smoothly. Start by placing the other spring section into the slot at the top. Then align the slot in the pressure plate to the spring and make sure that they actually line up. It may take a few tries to get it in the slot, and you also might need to realign the spring, but once you get it in, it should sit snugly inside both the slots. Now once you've got that aligned, you can hold down the plate and then screw in the 4 rod stabilizers. We also recommend using a regular screwdriver or Allen key for this step, because if you apply too much torque, it could break the linear rods. As soon as you feel a good amount of resistance, you can stop screwing. And a quick tip is to screw in 2 opposite diagonal ones first so that you don't have to hold down the plate. Once you've screwed in 2 opposite diagonal ones, you can let go of the plate and finish the rest. Once you've screwed in those last 2 stabilizers, the mine is fully assembled. As always, all of the necessary links are in the description.